That is a very good shot. Again, there wasn't a lot of feet movement, but his hand-eye connection, coordination, beautifully opened the face, punched it half forward. That ball, enough legs on it. These outfields are lightning quick. Abdul Shakur up and running. They've got the start that they needed. They just need to capitalize from here on.
If you look at that stroke, Farooq, he did not go through, he did not have a proper follow through of that shot. It was more like a check through the covers, but the good thing there is the timing was impeccable. He made sure that he got the middle of the bat. This time he gets it fine. Abdul Shakur has had a wonderful start here. First over has already gone for 15 runs, and thanks to Abdul Shakur, 3 boundaries of this so far. Just gets enough bat, gets it fine off that short fine leg fielder. And the Ajman Heroes, well, they've hit the ground running and they've hit it hard.
Again, this is very good intent here. He's upset the rhythm of Abdul Ghaffar. Abdul Ghaffar trying to preempt what Abdul Shakur would do. And again goes for that lap shot. Almost pulling it off. An extra bounce proving to be his undoing on that occasion. But again, this is good presence of mind by Abdul Shakur.
Well, this is how he bats, isn't it, Abdul Shakur? Very, very attacking. He can take any bowlers apart, Abdul Ghaffar. He's not a mere pushover. He's one of the top bowlers going around in the UAE circuit as well. Can swing the ball profusely. But this has been an expensive start for him. 15 runs coming up. Oh, there's a misfield. Rais Ahmed. Well, you don't see him missing too many. Usually a very safe fielder. And that misfield gets them a couple of runs. So an expensive start here for Abdul Ghaffar. 17 runs coming off his first over. Ajman Heroes going through very nicely here. 17 for no loss. Well, so looks like the skipper is bringing himself on here. Haider Ali, as he usually does, prefers to open the bowling. He's been one of the best in the business. And we've also mentioned the fact that he's been picked up for the IEL T20 League as well. So, talent's been recognized here. And you will see today on display why exactly that was. Well, that's not the reason. That was down the leg side. Has got a lot of variations. Has that quicker one. They can drift with the arm. Can flight it very nicely. Imparts a lot of spin. There you go. That was the quicker delivery. But well anticipated there by Sagar Kalan. Just knocks it around. And he gets off the mark. 161 required of 112 balls. Abdul Shakur, he's just got to be a bit careful here against Haider Ali. Because he's a wily customer, this man, the skipper of 7 districts. Usually very good. Just knocked around. A misfield again. We've seen a couple already. 7 districts, they cannot be complacent here. You can see the skipper not very pleased with those efforts there. He's a very competitive bloke, this man, Haider Ali. Oh, that's flighted nicely. But he's got all of that. Beautiful shot from Abdul Shakur, gets him a boundary. That's a very, very nice shot. For a second, I thought that he just lobbied that into the hands of perhaps that mid-on fielder. But the timing was such that that almost carried it all the way. One bounce into the boundary. Sagar Kalan, what a shot that was. Beautiful shot. He moves out of 5 now. Flicked around. Oh, the direct hit needed. Well, what was Sagar Kalan thinking there? He was wandering down the pitch. Lucky for him, he's still out there in the middle. Current rate going at 13 plus. The rate required is around 8.6. Again, flicked around. Once again, it's been collected cleanly there. So 2 overs done. Ajman Heroes 24 for no loss. 7 runs coming off Hyder Ali's first over. Well, it's going to be Hafiz Almas, who's been introduced into the attack. The third over. Ajman Heroes. Well, they're off to a flying start here. 24 on the board already in 2 overs. That's beautiful. But the fielder managed to get a bit of a hand there. So they just get 1 run. They're very good fielding there in the covers. These two will be very, very aware that they'll need to provide a good start here for the Ajman Heroes. It's going to be very imperative that they utilize these power play overs in pursuit of 180. The power play overs become a crucial take. Well, there's a bit of a held up there. Ajman Heroes 25 for no loss. A 155 required to win. Still 10 wickets in hand for the Ajman Heroes in the start of the third over. If the Ajman Hero batters, if they get a move on, this is gonna be a cracker of a game. Once again, solidly behind that. Bowling some good channels here, Almas Ayub. Sagar Kalan has had a very watchful start here, 5 off 6. Where he'll want to support his partner Abdul Shakur, who usually in nature is a very attacking batter. 16 of 8 balls. Going at a strike rate of 200. Again, play through the covers, straight to the fielder at mid-off. 7 districts, got to be a bit wary and bit careful here. Usually over pitch deliveries as that can be punished to the boundary. Especially if you bowl to this man, Abdul Shakur, who's on your screen. What's the length? What's the length Hafiz Almas is planning to bowl to Abdul Shakur? Because anything too full or too short is going to go to the boundary. That's the line. That's the length he's got to keep persisting on. Keep it around that good length. Swing it away from the right-hander. Not give him too much space, too much room to free his arms. It's been a good over so far, Almas Ayub. He's given away just 3 runs off his 4 balls. The question is, can he finish it strong? Oh, it's pulled and pulled fiercely through that mid-wicket region. Well, we said that it was important that he finishes strong there, Hafiz Almas. But he was a bit too short, and Sagar Kalan was straight away early to pick it. Pulls it in front of square. Into the boundary through that mid-wicket region. Sagar Kalan moves to 10. Ajman Heroes. Well, they will be quite happy with the start provided by the openers here. 31 already on the board. Last ball of the third over coming up. 7 runs off this Hafiz Almas's first over so far. Can they make it a big one? Can they finish it off with another boundary here? Beautifully flicked. There is cover in the deep. Good fielding in the end. So 3 overs done. Ajman Heroes, great start. 32 for no loss. Oh, that's been flighted, but he puts it towards that scoreboard at the school, and a beautiful stroke from Sagar Kalan. Haider Ali flighting this delivery. Look at that. Sagar Kalan getting to the pitch of the ball and hitting it beautifully over the boundary line. That's a wonderful shot. 6 to Sagar Kalan. And Haider Ali, the skipper, has been put under a bit of pressure here. 6 of the first ball. I'm sure this ball is going to be fired in. Well, once again, flighted. Once again, this time it's 1 bounce into the boundary from Sagar Kalan. This is a beautiful cricket shot. Look at that. Inside out, over covers. Well, wow. It's not going to look any more beautiful than that. Beautiful batting. This is from Sagar Kalan. Ajman Heroes 42 now. 138 required. Again, once again over covers. Once again another boundary. This is terrific, terrific batting from Sagar Kalan. Well, he started slow. He was playing second field to Abdul Shakur. Well, I think now he's taken the mantle. Beautiful batting. First a 6, then a boundary, and then another boundary. So 14 runs of 3 balls of Haider Ali is over. You don't see this very often. Usually a very skilled campaigner, Haider Ali, the skipper. Unfortunately, he's been taken apart here from Sagar Kalan. What an innings this is turning out to be. Both the batters 46 on the board already. Oh, good delivery. Good comeback from Haider Ali. Fired it in. So got to work in a bit of variations here, Haider Ali. Nicely played once again. This is just high class batting from this man. Hardly a shot of anger out of anger. He's just been very, very accurate with his placements. Just look at that shot once again. Beautiful flick of the pads. The moment he got it there, it was a boundary for the taking. And what a way to bring up your 50, the Ajman Heroes. 50 on the board. Well, make that 56 of the 4 overs. Brilliant hitting from Sagar Kalan. A lot of sound being made from the Ajman Heroes camp as they had a brilliant, brilliant over. Haider Ali, he's been absolutely demolished here. 24 runs coming off his second over. Ajman Heroes, they are off to a fantastic start. 56 for no loss at the end of the fourth over. So Hafiz Almas, well, it doesn't matter who's coming into bowl because the treatment remains the same, but this time it's been given leg byes by the umpire. But the Ajman Heroes, they will not be complaining because it doesn't matter how it comes, because as long as they get runs. But what a power play this has been so far. Just where in the start of the fifth over, gets a thick part of the pad, runs away to the boundary. A bit of variation there. Hafiz Almas trying to roll his fingers. Just perhaps sliding down leg. This time, Abdul Shakur is now on strike. Sagar Kalan, suddenly he just took off. And a rate of knots here. 35 of 15 balls. 17 of 10 for Abdul Shakur. 120 required now, 95 balls. Oh, very close, let me tell you. There was not the length to perhaps play that shot, the Abdul Shakur. Trying to get in line with the ball and perhaps try and pull it, but I think it would have been better had he stood his ground and perhaps tried to flicked it around that mid square leg region. They've had a very good start here, the Ajman Heroes. They just cannot afford to throw it up from here onwards. Still plenty of time remaining. We're just only inside the fifth over. Just 2 balls being bowled. Ajman Heroes 60 on the board. 4.2 overs. Tries the Dil scoop. Not making contact there. Not the easiest of shots to play there, the Dil scoop. Was championed by the legend Tilakaratna Dilshan, which it was named after. The Dil scoop, trying to scoop that over the wicket keeper's head, is how that name derived. 4.3 over, 60 on the board. Oh, I think that was an inside edge. Asking the question from the umpire, more out of hope than conviction. It's been a very good over from Hafiz so far. 5 runs off the first 4 balls. Once again, we ask the question, can he finish strong? Well, there was a 1 run been given, been taken there, so 61 on the board, 2 more balls to go. This time he hits it hard. Rais Ahmed picks it up. Current rate 12.62. Required rate has been brought down a notch from that 9 runs and over mark. When the innings started, they now brought it down to 7.85. So that's excellent stuff. Excellent batting by these two. Sagar Kalyan 35 of 16. What an innings he's played tonight. Last ball coming up of the 5th over. Oh, gets an inside edge. Running away to that fine leg boundary. Can the fielder first stop it? That's a very, very good effort. Wonderful effort there. Full marks there to the fielder. He stopped, definitely has stopped a couple of runs. I'm sure the umpires will want to have a look. But to me, I think that was a great, great effort there. 2 runs to end the over. Hafiz Almas goes for 7 runs off his second over. Ajman Heroes 63 for no loss. 1 more over to go in the power play. Well, so there's a change in the bowling. The left-handed opening batter, Mohammad Irfan, has been entrusted with the ball here to bowl the last over of the power play. Good run up there. Beautiful bowling. Nice shape. Brings it in the right-hander. They quickly just managed to get a quick single there. Abdul Shakur, since Sagar Kalyan took on the mantle, he's gone a little quiet now. Happy to hand over the strike to his partner. 5 more balls to go. 64 on the board. Well, I feel that something's about to give here. Something's about to. Makes room. Beautiful. This is just beautiful batting from Sagar Kalyan. What a shot. Once again, I think it's the 3rd time today in his innings. He's gone through that region over extra covers and he's done it to perfection. Beautiful shot once again from Sagar Kalyan. What an innings he's putting up here. 41 now of 18 balls so far. 68 on the board, the Ajman Heroes. This is just fantastic going. Fantastic batting by the 2 openers of the Ajman Heroes. 7 districts on the other hand, they have absolutely no answer. Oh, this time, just over that fielder at that point region for a second. We all thought it was going down the throat of the fielder. But Sagar Kalyan, that is the timing of this man. Made sure he got enough bat. Just look at that once again. Just checking the shot. But lucky for him, it was over the fielder's head for a boundary. Fantastic shot this is from Sagar Kalyan. He moves on to 45. Well, Ajman Heroes, they are making this score on the board look like child's play as of now. They're going at 13 runs and over. Just 108 required of 87 balls. What hitting this is by the Ajman Heroes. Absolutely brilliant. Irfan been taken to the cleaners here. Good Yorker, good comeback. Neatly digged out. But they've made the full use of the power plays overs here. Farooq, 72 on the board already. 2 more balls to go.
This was the need of the hour, wasn't it, Atik? They've batted brilliantly. Look at that inning by Sagar. He's raced away to 45, not facing too many deliveries. I think this is one of those rare occasions where, just as I say that, he smashed that towards mid-wicket. Doesn't have enough to go over the line. I think he got it off the bottom of the bat. As I was saying, this is one of those rare occasions where 7 districts have been put into under a lot of pressure with their bowling attack.
Oh, well, so 47 of 21, Sagar Kalyan. Last ball of the power play coming up. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! And what a way to bring up a half century. Sagar Kalan, you beauty. Take a bow, young man. What an innings he's put up here. Power play overs done and dusted. Ajman Heroes 80 for no loss. And that was a brilliant way to bring up your half century.
What a shot, Atik. Look at that. And look at the confidence. He's exuding confidence. 80 for 6, end of 6 overs. Ajman Heroes right on top.
Well, so what a period of power play this has been. 80 for no loss, 6 overs. Just 100 runs required of 84 balls. Well, thanks to some belligerent hitting from Sagar Kalan. Oh, straight back at the bowler. Abdul Shakur, he was starved of the strike for a long time because Sagar Kalan was blowing great guns. And that happens, isn't it? When you're off strike, you just tend to lose your momentum. Abdul Shakur falling just at the start of the field restrictions. Very unfortunate.
Well, you've made a very good point there, Atik. He was starved of the strike. And in the end, this was a nothing shot. Saw that pitch short and wanted to go hard at it. But Rais Ahmed has that ability to get the balls to skid on. Started well, Abdul Shakur, but couldn't convert into a big one. Gone for 19 of 15 with 3 boundaries. Ajman Heroes 80 for the loss of their first wicket. Harshit Kaushik out into the middle. Another very attacking batter. Left hand, right hand combination now. Again, this is going to upset 7 districts, but they've got a very timely wicket here. The match was running away from them. Introduced Rais Ahmed. Again, Haider Ali is a very thinking captain. He marshals his troops really well, knows his players, knows their roles. They've defined their roles to a T, and once they all perform as per their roles, they look like a top side.
Oh, that's nicely played. Very neatly tucked around the corner. Harshit Kaushik, what a way to get off the mark. Just making sure, just to open that face, close that face at the very last second. Get enough bat to just trickle it. Beautifully played from Harshit Kaushik.
Well, again, this is not very good bowling by Rais. He should have been a little more towards that off stump to the new batter, but then again, left-hander at the crease. This is the line that he wants to be at. This time played this towards square leg. He'll get 1 run. Harshit also off to a flyer.
Well, this is going to be an interesting period of play. Remains to be seen what Sagar Kalan will do here. Is he going to go his merry way or just knock it around since wicket just fell? Well, they'll need another 1 more partnership, isn't it? Just to put it away from that 7 districts. They've got 9 wickets in hand. 94 runs required of 80 balls. Oh, asking the question, but that was definitely pitched outside leg. Good delivery. Rais Ahmed, after being hit away to the boundary of the second ball of his over, he's come back quite well. Picked up a wicket of the first ball he bowled, dismissing Turshakur. Last ball coming up. Played down to point. No run taken. The 7 overs done. Ajman Heroes 86 for 1. 86 for 1. Beautifully played. Beautifully flicked. Thinking of a second there. Sagar Kalan. Well, he needs to make sure that he beats there till the end. Harshit Kaushik 5 of 4. Sagar Kalyan 55 of 24. 93 required of 77 balls. Good effort there in the point region. 55 of 24. He's bowled a couple of decent deliveries here.
I think this is another good change. Sagar Khan has played a cameo. His confidence is sky high. And the first time in this tournament they've brought him in to bowl. Bowls decent length. This time he's pulled that towards that long leg. Didn't get all of it, but had enough legs to go over the boundary just as I start talking him up. He bowls an absolute half tracker outside leg stump.
Well, I thought that was heading straight towards us. It's not far away from here. Brilliant stroke, brilliant shot. Very nicely played. Look at that. Great pivot. Got in line with the ball and helped it on its way. Sagar Kalyan. What an innings. I think he's playing his innings of his lifetime here.
Absolutely, Atik. He is actually looking really switched on. I've seen a lot of his innings and he's never looked as confident as he does today. Even that walk of his, that gait, is exuding confidence. Look at the strike rate that he's striking this at. 61 of just 25 balls. The required run rate under 7 now. Look at that. Beautifully played off his legs. Hardly put a foot wrong. These are very ominous signs for 7 districts.
He looks like one of those players who have a lot of time, isn't it? Signs of a very classy batter. We've seen international cricketers such as Virat Kohli, Babar Azam, or even Mahela Jayawardene for that fact. They have a lot of time in their hands. Harshit Kaushik, well, it's not fair to compare him to such greats, but definitely a talent, and definitely can go a long way if he keeps performing consistently.
Oh, you're very right there, Atik. He is another very talented young lad. Again, he's a very young lad. Bowls left arm spin and hits a hard ball. A very handy cricketer to have in your ranks. Batting up the order today, and look at that. Played that straight into the hands of that backward point fielder. They needed to take this. Another missed opportunity there. Sagar Khan getting that ball to bounce, and this was straight in and out. 96 for 1. Race back into the attack. He's given away 6 runs in this previous over. Successful over for 7 districts. Solitary wicket coming courtesy a cotton bowled. Again, that's beautifully bowled. That's the first time that Sagar Kalyan's been comprehensively beaten.
Well, Rice Ahmed has bowled quite well. Picked up that wicket as well. Broke the partnership. This was mighty close to that off stump. Almost kissed it. What a shot! What a shot! Sagar Kalyan. Well, that was more like a backhand jab. But such was the timing, such was the power behind it. Just look at that. Just nothing. Just perhaps a bit of move of that wrist. Beautiful shot from Sagar Kalyan. That brings the 100 up. Well, this time he goes over mid-off. Over the mid-off fielder's head. This is just absolutely a scintillating innings from Sagar Kalyan. Beautiful batting.
This is making a statement here. The previous shot had Surya Kumar Yadav written all over it. Hardly pivoted, just used his hands, quick hands, and then this one. Again, that wrist coming into play. And look at the power he generates because of those strong wrists. 72 now. Cut away again into that gap. They will want to come back for 2. Again, good running. This is very good cricket by Ajman Heroes.
Well, they are making a mockery of this total posted by the 7 districts. 180 on the board. Right now, they've brought the required run rate below 6.5. It's 6.35 to be exact. Just 72 required now. 68 balls. Thanks to that man on your screen, Sagar Kalyan. What a knock he's played. This time again, he goes aerial. Has he got all of it? No, he has not. Rais Ahmed strikes once again. And he picks up another big wicket of Sagar Kalyan, who has to depart for 74. What a moment. Can this be the moment that the 7 district claws themselves back into the game?
Well, this time round, Wahab Hassan takes that catch, dropped him in the earlier over. Be very lucky, count himself very lucky. He's just scored 12 runs after that drop chance, but what a knock he's played. This is an extraordinary display of batting. Sagar Kalyan has showed us all how to bat on these kind of wickets. 74 of just 31 deliveries. Is this the wicket the 7 districts needed? 108 for 2.
Well, so the skipper's walked out into bat. Rahul Chopra in at number 4. And he's walked into at a very crucial time here for the Ajman Heroes. Rais Ahmed has got his tail up. What an over. He's gone for 12 runs. But more importantly, he's got the breakthrough of Sagar Kalyan. 9 overs done, Ajman Heroes, 108 for 2.
Mohammad Saghir again balls that just outside off stump. Harshit trying to cut this away. Well, Rahul Chopra is going to hold the key here. Still a lot of runs to get for Ajman Heroes to chase this down. And partnerships are the order of the day.
Well, the Ajman Heroes, they'll be quite aware with the fact that they just need another one more partnership. One more partnership to put them across that line. The platform has been laid thanks to some brilliant, top class, high class innings from Sagar Kalan that they've put them in this position. Just 71 required of 64 balls. But thanks to that champion, Rais Ahmed, who's bowled a brilliant spell, picked up 2 big wickets.
You've rightly pointed out, Atik, Sagar Kalyan's innings. There was not one slog in that innings. Chasing 180 and not one slog, not one shot across the line talks of the kind of rhythm he was in. Strike them cleanly to all parts of the ground. A truly scintillating knock.
It truly was a treat to watch. Perhaps one of the best knocks we've witnessed here in this tournament so far. Well, these two, they've got to be... Oh, quick single! They needed a direct hit there. The bowler just not able to get there. Well, Nelson on the board now, Ajman Heroes. Just look at that replay once again. Oh, I think he was safely in, but I think the bat was in the air when he was crossing the... when he was greasing the bat, so he's got to be a bit careful there. Skipper Rahul Chopra, he's got to play a captain's knock here tonight.
Well, Rahul Chopra is short in stature, but not short in the runs. I had a chat with him during that toss, and I asked him how he was feeling about his batting. I personally haven't seen him among the runs in a few games, and he said he's in form. It's just a matter of 1 or 2 innings. Let's hope today is one of those days where he gets off to a decent enough start. We know he's thrives in these conditions, chasing a daunting total. The stage is set for him to play the kind of knock that he's known for around the domestic circuit.
Well, if Ajman Heroes manage to pull this off tonight, mind you, they'll be going 4 in 4. They're already at the top of the table, Group B. Not easy to counter a team like 7 Districts. 113 for 2 at the halfway stage. 67 runs required of 60 balls to win. Well, so the man with the golden arm, Rais Ahmed, continues. 2 for 18 of his spell of 2 overs. He's been the pick of the bowlers for the 7 Districts. Can he somehow squeeze in another big breakthrough here? 67 of 60 required. Oh, trying to go across. The keeper misses it and ends up giving 4 byes. That is very unfortunate for Rais Ahmed. A very good delivery. He fired it across the left-hander. And the wicket keeper, Mohammad Kashif, makes a big miss of that.
While this happens, he's been short of runs, and that translates into him being short on confidence. He is a very handy wicket-keeper, but this occasion just letting that one go. 7 Districts can't afford these lapses in the field. They're already running behind. The equation almost a run a ball from here on. They'll need to pull up their socks.
Well, they need a captain's knock here. Rahul Chopra. He's got to get among the runs. They've come within striking distance now. This time played into the gap. They should get a couple of runs here easy. They do it with ease. It's a good, nicely placed there by the skipper. 60 or 57 balls required now. Still a lot of time. 8 wickets in hand. And from here onwards, Farooq, it is Ajman Heroes to lose, isn't it?
Absolutely. And this is where Rahul Chopra is so important for these Ajman innings. He holds one end together and then makes sure that he keeps rotating strike, keeps getting those ones and twos.
Oh, that was very close. Very close, perhaps. But I think that was somehow just perhaps angling down the offside. 121 for 2. Last ball coming up off the 11th over. Oh, that's close. Asking the question, but I think he pitched outside leg. Very good delivery. Rais Ahmed. Well, he's looked a class apart tonight. Failed with the bat, but he's performing and he's definitely putting his hand up with the ball. Very good over once again comes to an end. 2 for 22 of his 3 overs. 11 overs done. Ajman Heroes 121 for 2. Sagar to continue. Well, so Sagar Kalan, that catch was taken by Wahab, the substitute, we were told. And well, now things seem to be getting slightly tighter, isn't it, after this fall of Sagar Kalan's wicket. Both batters, they've been trying to steady the ship now. 59 of 53 balls. But the 7 districts will be quite aware here, Farooq. If they can somehow creep in another wicket, they'll definitely be back in the game.
Now, this is where temperament is so important. We saw there Rahul trying to. Beautiful shot. He hardly seemed to hit that. He's got mid off up in the ring. Sagar Khan, and he's bowled a half volley. Rahul standing and playing that through the line, getting a very important boundary. He should have been doing this. He's trying to run down the wicket at Sagar Khan. Doesn't need to do anything silly. Just keep playing proper cricketing shots.
Well, let me tell you, this that shot from Rahul Chopra, that would give him a world of confidence. He's slightly looked off colour from the moment he's walked out of bat, but that shot definitely will get those nerves moving once again. Wide bowl by Sagar. They cannot afford this. 54 required of 52 balls. Run rate required is now close to run a ball. This can go downhill very fast. They need some wickets, and they need at least a couple of wickets here just to bring in some bit of doubt. But right now, the Ajman Heroes are bossing the game.
Indeed, they are. Easy pickings here for the Heroes. Again, Rahul goes down the track and tries to play that towards extra cover. Gets a thick leading edge. Very lucky that it falls in no man's land. Doesn't really need to do this. Just can afford to keep nudging the ball around, getting those ones and twos. The boundary balls will come.
Yeah, good effort there by the sweeper cover, running across. Just pulling that in at the very last minute. 128 for 2. Ajman Heroes, they don't have to do anything out of the ordinary here. They've just got to keep rotating the strike. That's the right way to do. Beautiful shot, looking shot. An on drive shot that we don't see very often nowadays. We've seen the great Sachin Tendulkar play that shot with such class, such grace.
Well, I think that's the most difficult shot in the book, the on drive. And in my personal opinion, one of the most attractive shots in the book. Any batter who can play that shot looks like $1,000,000, just as Sagar Kalyan's looked like $1,000,000,000 today.
Well, Farooq, I was told that you played that shot very well, Farooq. Being the classy player you are. Very humble, my colleague.
No, I think someone's lied to you. My only two shots that I've got a lot of runs on was the cover drive and the cut shot. Those were the two shots that I could play in my sleep. But the on drive, not so much. I wish I could because it is a very, very attractive shot.
Yes, a very difficult shot to play indeed. And as a Sri Lankan, I still love watching Kumar Sangakkara play that shot. Such a pleasure to watch. 12 overs done, 130 for 2. Well, Rais Ahmed is going to bowl out here. He's been the standout performer with the ball for the 7 districts. Picked up the 2 wickets to fall. He's been excellent. Pulled very tight lines and lengths. He's hardly given anything away. And unfortunately, he's not had that support from the other bowlers around, unfortunately, tonight. Rais Ahmed, can he pull a rabbit out of the hat here? Oh, that was very, very risky. Rahul Chopra going back to a fuller delivery. He had to get some bat there because, or else he would have been right in front of those stumps. Comes down the track, hits it straight down. One bounce to the long on fielder. Rais Ahmed, what a player he is. What a champion. What a terrific all-rounder. One of the top run getters. Very good with the bat. This time it was a bit too short. Harshit Kaushik and Rahul Chopra, the left-hand, right-hand combination, proving quite difficult for the bowlers as well. Got to keep changing their lines, got to keep changing their lengths. It can be quite daunting, to say the least. Rais Ahmed, 2 for 25. Last ball of his spell coming up. Can he get a wicket? Swept and swept very nicely into the gap. One bounce to the boundary for 4 from Rahul Chopra. And, well, that's a disappointing way to end Rais Ahmed's spell, but not before he's bowled a brilliant spell. 4 overs, 2 for 29. And he's perhaps given some hope for the 7 districts throughout his spell. 13 overs done, 137 for 2. Well, starting out the 14th over, Mohammad Irfan bowling his second over after going for 17 runs off his first over when he was taken apart from Sagar Kalan. He's been brought into the attack now. 42 of 41 balls, 8 wickets in hand. Ajman Heroes, they'll fancy themselves to get over the line here. It's been a very good run chase by the men in black. 7 districts completely been off colour tonight. They managed to post 180 on the board, but Ajman Heroes, thanks to some belligerent batting from Sagar Kalan, that just helped them to perhaps get closer to that victory now. I don't see them losing from here unless something drastic happens. 41 required of 40 balls with 8 wickets in hand. Both batters, these two going through very nicely here. 31 runs stand between these two, Harshit Kaushik and Rahul Chopra. Mohammad Irfan has got to find a way to squeeze out a wicket here. Bring some drama in towards this latter part of the innings. If they fail to do so, this game will be over pretty fast. Both batters going through, playing a very smart knock, not taking too many risks. They know that. Oh, that's a very good effort. Wonderful fielding there by that point fielder, diving full stretch. And I'm sure he must have saved at least a couple of runs there. Beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. Full stretch. Excellent stuff. Excellent fielding. Excellent. Look at that. Quickly getting rid of the ball. Very, very good work there. Good delivery. Quick single been taken. Well, that was Farman Ali at the point region who stopped that. That was very, very good effort. Last ball coming out of the 14th. It's been a decent over from Irfan so far. He's given away 4 runs of this over. 39 required of 37 balls. Ajman Heroes, they'll want a boundary just to perhaps ease those nerves. They don't want those balls versus runs to have a big deficit. That's beautifully played. But there is a fielder in the deep. Just covered up by Said Haider to end the 14th over. Ajman Heroes 142 for 2. Well, so we're coming in for the last 6 overs of the innings, and the skipper Haider Ali brings himself back into the attack. Was quite expensive any spell of 2 overs. Went for 31. He was being absolutely taken apart by Abdul Shakur and Sagar Kalan. Can he find a way to get a breakthrough? He's a very, very good bowler, mind you. Haider Ali picks up a lot of wickets. Comes down the track. Well, Rahul Chopra has got to be a bit careful here. Haider Ali, he's not the easiest of bowlers to get away with. Bowls some very tight lines and lengths. 37 now of 34. Once again, there's been a bit of tight lines lengths. That's a beautiful shot. That is class for you from the skipper Rahul Chopra. He's playing a captain's knock here, making sure that the Ajman Heroes gets towards this score posted by the 7 districts. Beautifully played. Waited till the very last minute and opens the face to get a boundary.
Again, Rahul Chopra leading from the front here, 23 of 17. And as you've said, that was a classy shot. Didn't try to overhit it, didn't try to hit it hard, just opened the face at the last minute, hit that out of the keeper's gloves and away to the boundary. Brilliant batting here now. Just 33 left to get in 33 balls. Again, watchfully played. He can afford to do that here now, the skipper. They're well and truly on top at this point. And we can see the heads dropping in the 7 districts unit. Skipper's been a little expensive, very uncharacteristic. This time he's played that down the ground, almost down the throat of that fielder stationed at long on.
Yeah, well, I think you'll need a moment of brilliance from here onwards to win it. Don't see any other way. They'll need a procession of wickets. Procession of wickets here. Last ball. Pulled in front of square. Single to end the over. So 15 overs done. Ajman Heroes 149 for 2. Just 31 required of the last 5 overs.
When you do the toss, I'll do the presentation second. You do the.
Oh, he's been very, very electric. Farman, what a fielder. He's been excellent in that field once again. Almost causing a run out there. He needed a direct hit. He had one stump to aim at. He's been just outstanding in that region there, Farman Ali.
Well, I think he's a wicket keeper by trade. So he's used to throwing himself around. And look at that. Rahul Chopra was not even in the frame. Farman Ali could have taken a little bit of time and probably then throw the stumps down. This is a beautiful delivery. Ball swinging in late.
Well, that single also brings the 150 up for the Ajman Heroes. 151 for 2 now. Well, it's getting a bit tighter. The current partnership 43 of 39. Rahul Chopra's contribution is 25. Tournament boundaries, look at that, 536 boundaries and 207 sixes. Well, there's no short of action, isn't it? This Arabian Cricket League providing a lot of entertainment. And we'd like to make a quick mention of the sponsors. The tournament organizer being the ICCA Academy, streaming partner Fan Code, support sponsor 7 districts, podcast partner Crick Express, and the broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics.
I think that's mighty impressive. This time the ball shaping in and he's appealed and Rahul Chopra has been given out. Just as you've been impressive with that mention of the sponsors without a paper in front of you, so is Irfan. Prized out that wicket. Brilliant in-dipper there. Lose their 3rd wicket here. Ajman Heroes. Skipper back to the pavilion. 152 for 3. The left-handed Aryan Lakra, skipper of the under-19 UAE squad, out into the middle. Well, is this too little too late, Atiq?
Well, that's the question here. In walks in another stalwart of the UAE cricket. Aryan Lakra, present UAE national cricketer. Such a classy player. Well, if he gets going, this game can finish in a couple of overs. Oh, just wide of Rais Ahmed. Well, my friend, the moment it passes you, I'm sure there's nobody who can stop that. Very good shot from Harshit Kaushik.
Well, I think the scorers made a mess of it. This is not Aryan Lakra, this is Fahad Nawaz. Also the current UAE player, another very, very talented youngster. I've played a lot of cricket with him. I've been watching him since he was 14, 15-year-old. He's a wicket keeper by trade and a very, very solid batter. Straight away he's made his intentions clear. He's not going to go wandering, he's going to go one way.
This has been skied. Oh, wicket falls again. Is there a twist in the tail here for the 7 districts and for the Ajman Heroes? Another wicket falls. A very good delivery from Mohammad Irfan. Bouncing the batter, getting the top edge, and a very, very good take by that short fine leg fielder.
Well, Fahad Nawaz thrives on that pull and hook shot this time. Undone by that extra bounce. That dejected walk back to the pavilion. He's looking to take on the attack. Departs in the process. Double wicket in this over. 156 for 4 now. Ajman Heroes end of 15.5 overs.
Well, now it is Aryan Lakra who walks into bat. Fahad Nawaz falling in that previous delivery. But a very good over from Mohammad Irfan. He picks up 2 wickets in that over. Well, is this perhaps the start of something special here by the 7 districts? It's not going to be an easy task. 24 runs required, run a ball. 2 very good batters out there, Aryan Lakra and Harshit Kaushik. They can somehow manage to pick up a couple more wickets. Can perhaps get a bit more tighter here. Well, hands it back to the senior pro there, Aryan Lakra, who's about to take strike. 157 on the board. 23 runs required, run a ball to go. This is hotting up.
Well, they'll have to be a little aggressive with their field placing. These easy singles is not going to make the task easy for 7 districts. They'll need to attack and entice the batters to maybe try and go over the top and in the process try and prize out a couple of wickets. 23 more to get. Hafiz Almas, a very handy all-rounder like I mentioned earlier as well. Bowls very tight lines and lengths and can donk the ball. This time ball staying slightly low.
Well, the 7 districts, they've got to believe. They've got to believe that if they can somehow prize out a wicket here, they will be right back in the game. Ajman Heroes, the last couple of overs, slightly losing the plot. Got to be a bit careful here. Oh, that's a very nice shot. What a shot from Aryan Lakra. That was more like a backhand flip of a tennis. From tennis, that was like a shot. That was a beautiful shot from Aryan Lakra.
Well, that is dispatched from his presence. That's he shows what he felt about that short pitch delivery. He slapped it over the bowler's head like a forehand smash. Atik, it's gone all the way. What a shot to get off the mark by Aryan.
Well, this is what this man can provide. See, with that shot, it's released a lot of pressure now. Less than a run a ball required. 17 or 21. Aryan Lakra. He's a special player, isn't he? Oh, very close to that outside edge. Very good delivery from Hafiz Almas. Just bringing that length up a bit more. Rolling his fingers in. Aryan Lakra trying to guide that down. But what a shot that was. Absolutely. It seemed like Roger Federer had just walked into the ICC Academy.
That was some shot. Pulled straight over the bowler's head. That's a rare shot. Hafiz Almas. Good comeback delivery after that six. Pulled slightly fuller. Off pace again. Aryan tries to play that towards that third man region. Always a one on offer there. But again, brilliantly fielded by Farman.
Well, there's one thing that we need to mention here is Farooq is the 7 districts, even if they do emerge on the wrong end of the game, they still played very good cricket. Perhaps the only thing that they've got to perhaps address is how the top order batters batted today. But unless then, they've batted well, got to a good decent score. 180 is a good score. And then the bowlers also bowled quite well. Unfortunately, they came across the Kalyan Storm tonight. And they fielded really, really well. So a lot of positives for them to take. 17 overs done. Ajman Heroes 164 for 4.
Mohammad Irfan running in to bowl his final over of his spell. Mohammad Irfan's bowling the 18th over and he's getting the ball to swing around. Got 2 wickets in his previous over. He's fared well as compared to his other quicker bowlers. As Atik pointed out rightly, the 7 districts put up a decent score, but they were bowling against a very strong, solid Sagar Kalan. He hardly put a foot wrong there today. Dispatched the 7 district bowlers to all parts of the ground. Haider Ali specifically targeted the captain and the main bowler, and he's come out on top. Now, if you take away that extraordinary knock, this would have been a tight finish. It still looks like a tight finish. Harshit's tried to flick that towards the onside. It's a leading edge right down the throat of that third man fielder, Hafiz Almas. As safe as houses. Again, that swing, late swing there for Irfan. Gets him another very important wicket here. Now, 5 down. Ajman Heroes 165 for 5. 17.3 overs. Conan Abbas, the man of the match of the previous game, scored a belligerent 60 odd. That is a beautiful first up delivery in swinging Yorker right on the money. Conan very lucky to get his bat down in time. Mohammad Irfan is bowling a brilliant spell here. 15 required of 14 deliveries. One boundary here and the equation can be very simple. On the flip side, if 7 districts can pick up another wicket here, they'll be right back into this game again, getting that ball to swing in late. Played towards mid-wicket. Farman Ali. He's been busy in the field. He's fielded brilliantly. Throws himself around. It'll be interesting to see how Irfan bowls at Aryan. He'll take the ball away from the left-hander. He's getting the ball to swing in long. And he's getting it to swing in late. It's always very dangerous. Again, that's beautifully bowled and very well played by Aryan. Plays it with soft hands towards wide of that gully fielder. Get that important 1 run. End of his spell, Mohammad Irfan's bowl brilliantly, picked up 3 wickets. 3 for 32 in his quota of 4 overs. 18 overs done. 13 to get. 167 for 5. Hafiz Almas has hardly given away any runs, barring that 6 in the previous overs, given away 19 runs in his 3 overs. He's going to bowl the penultimate and the final over of his spell. If he can bowl a 4 or 5 run over, this chase is going to be very interesting. But this is the make or break over, in my opinion. And he starts very poorly there. Hafiz Almas bowls one down the leg side. Mohammad Kashif late in getting across to it. The ball goes away for 5 wides. This is criminal at this stage. And just 8 more required in 12 balls now. Completely in the favor of Ajman Heroes. Required run rate at just 4 runs now. He's getting the ball to shape back into the left-hander. This is brilliant fielding by Abdul Ghaffar. Beg your pardon, by Wahab. He's one of the best fielders in the side. But this time the throw was a little wayward, which helped Aryan get back into the crease in time. Look at that throw. If it was right on the stumps, Aryan was gone for all money. Still pretty close. I think he's home. Just a better throw and Aryan would be well short of his crease. He's saved by a frame there. Good cricket all round. Aryan taking on The arm of one of the best fielders of the 7 district side. The match referee of Takhar Ali needs to take a little bit of time. Mind you, this is a very crucial moment in this game. Umpire gives it not out because Kashif had the ball in his other hand. And the one that dislodged the bails did not have the ball in hand. That is brilliantly done by Iftikhar Ali. Look at that. He's got the ball in his left hand, right hand rather, and he's dislodged the bails with his left. That's another dot ball. And this is all thanks to the production team. Mohsen Bhai. Shout out to Mohsen Bhai who's picked up on that. Very vigilant. It's all good to see his good work that you're getting these lovely pictures, lovely scenes on the ground. Ajman Hero is cruising and so is our hero Mohsen Bhai. Another slower ball pumped down the ground towards mid-off. Dot ball. 6 and 9. 3 more balls in this over. Again, those 5 wides, how costly will those be when the game is done and dusted? These are the moments that you want to be right on top of your game. This time again, cut towards that fielder at point, brilliantly fielded. 3 consecutive dot balls after that double. Like I said, you minus those 5 wides and 7 districts were right on top here. Sagar Khan stationed at point. Aryan Lakra run a ball 11. Corner and Abbas 1 of 2. That's pitched short and he's pulled that straight to Wahab at square leg. Beg your pardon, mid wicket. They prize out another wicket here. Well, do we have a twist in the tail? Could this be the first game with a super over? This is very interesting stuff here. 7 districts, a champion side fighting till the last moment. Never say die attitude. This is what I love about this side. 174 for 6 now. Abdul Malik, another left-hander. Ajman Heroes persisting with that right-left combination. Abdul Malik, another all-rounder. Now this is turning out to be a cracker of a game. 6 required in 7 balls. Hafiz Almas needs to finish well here. Short pitch delivery. Abdul Malik ducks under it. Wow. This is turning out to be some game here. End of the penultimate over. Hafiz Almas has bowled well, barring that wide at a very crucial moment in the game. Just given away 6 runs in that over. 6 to get in the final over. Ajman Heroes 174 for 6. Well, the captain, Haider Ali, takes it on himself. Takes all the responsibility of defending these 6 runs on his shoulders. He's had an off day with the ball, courtesy some belligerent hitting by Sagar Kalan. Well, not really hitting, but belligerent batting. Conan Abbas plays that down the ground, middles it, gets 1 run. Abdul Malik prefers batting against the slower bowlers. Can hit a long ball, and Haider Ali will bowl right into his hitting arc. That is a very brave decision by Haider Ali, taking it on himself. I know a lot of captains wouldn't have taken on that responsibility, but such is the kind of player and the kind of fighter Haider Ali is. He's got a lion's heart. Wants to lead from the front, wants to take on the most difficult situations by the horns. Wherever this game goes, we cannot emphasize enough how Haider Ali's taken it on himself again. Abdul Malik trying to go for that big hoik across the line. Gets it from the inside part of the bat. 1 run added. Just a boundary away. Be interesting to see how Haider Ali bowls to Conan. Will he toss it up? Well, I don't think he's going to be tossing it anything up. He's going to dart everything into the stumps. And quicker ball, Conan walking down at him, making that into a full toss and pushes that towards sweeper cover. 3 of 3. Will it go down to the last ball? And Abdul Malik hits that into that gap. It's running away and it's crossed over to the boundary. So Ajman Heroes win this very close encounter by 4 wickets. Can't take anything away from 7 districts. They've fought and clawed back into this game. They should feel very proud of how they fought. Abdul Malik playing that shot towards wide off, long off, getting his team across the line. This has been a brilliant game. Both sides played very good cricket, and Ajman Heroes emerging victorious on this occasion. Then let's have a look at that batting card. Haider Wasisha on your screen. What a knock he played. 65, and then Saghir Afridi right in the end played that cameo. 180 is a good total, which was undone by some extraordinary batting by Sagar Kalan. What a knock he's played. There, right up top, 74 of just 31 deliveries, 5 maximum, striking at 238. Apart from his solitary knock. There's just Rahul Chopra, who's played a decent innings, 25 of 21, but everyone else seemed to be struggling. He looked like he was batting on a completely different wicket, and that bottom part, extras, 19 extras, that is eventually what cost Seven Districts the game. Let's have a look at the bowling card now. Abdul Ghaffar, very expensive today. Just bowled that solitary over, going for 17 runs. The skipper as well, 3.4 overs, 45 runs. But then Hafiz Almas bowled a brilliant spell, 1 for 26. Irfan, he was the best of the lot. Got the ball to swing in late, 3 for 32. Rais Ahmed, initially the one that got them the breakthroughs, 2 for 29. Saghir Afridi, Saghir Khan, none for 24. Again, 19 extra. So, brilliant chase this by Ajman Heroes. They get to that total with 2 balls to spare. Well, I want you to stay tuned in for a little bit longer. We have the post-match presentation with Atiq Nizam. But before we can get to it, let's have a look at how they got to those runs. Look at those shots by Sagar Kalan. It was a treat to watch today. Particularly took a liking to Haider Ali initially when the ball was new, not really gripping, not really turning. Hit through the line and made him lose his target. A couple of debris down leg side, and then was a shot of class and authority just over the top. Everything seemed to be hitting the middle of his bat today. And then as soon as Rais Ahmed was introduced, picked up 2 very crucial wickets. First off Abdul Shakur and then off Sagar Kalyan. Courtesy a mistimed pull straight down the throat of Wahab Hassan. Picked up 2 catches today, Wahab Hassan. Outwalked the skipper. Played a couple of very scintillating shots, that gut shot in particular. And then he was plumb in front, that ball swinging in late. And then Fahad Nawaz was dismissed courtesy a short one that climbed on him. Could only bowl out. Aryan walked in with Harshit. Harshit tried to flick one, got down at third man, and then another pull shot that went nowhere. And out walked Abdul Malik and played that towards that side and got his team over the line. The summary, match summary, Haider Wasisha, what a knock he's played. 65 of 44, Abdul Ghaffar 33 of 18. Right at the end, Saghir Khan 29 of 12. Well, without further ado, let's take you down to the center for the post-match presentation.
Match presentation for match number 24 of the Arabian Cricket League, which was played between the 7 districts and the Ajman Heroes. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors for their unwavering support towards this tournament. The tournament organizer being the ICCA Academy, the streaming partner Fan Code, support sponsor 7 districts, the podcast partner Crick Express, and the broadcast and event partner Sport Ethics. In this match number 24, 7 districts won the toss and elected to bat first, and posting 179 on the board. And in response, Ajman played very, very well to get to the score in 19.4 overs, scoring 181 and winning by 4 wickets. Some notable performances today, and thanks to some brilliant batting performance from Syed Haider Shah, scoring 65 runs for 7 districts. But the man of the match goes to Sagar Kalyan with a brilliant knock of 74 of 31 balls with 8 boundaries and 5 sixes. We call the man of the match to be handed over by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, the match referee. भाई आपने बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग की. जब इनिंग शुरू किया तो क्या सोच रहे थे?
सेम विकेट बहुत अच्छा था बैटिंग के लिए. मैंने स्टार्टिंग में देखा तो सेम वही था कि ये 180 चेज करने के लिए तो पावर प्ले में हमें अच्छा खेलना पड़ेगा. दैट्स इट.
क्या पिच ने आपकी बैटिंग को हेल्प किया?
हाँ काफ़ी हेल्प किया पिच ने. पिच बहुत अच्छा है बैटिंग के लिए आईसीसी में. वेरी गुड.
आपने बहुत अच्छा खेला, मुबारक हो.
थैंक यू.
Well, so that's Mr. Sagar Kalan, the man of the match. Well, stay tuned because we're going to have a double header tonight, and we're going to be back very shortly with live action.